Naam, welcome to Mel's Magic Official. It's pretty late here, but I thought it's never too late to record a video. So I went on my walk today, which is my way of coming into the receptive mode. We talked about this in the last video, no? And I asked the question, what would be a good topic to talk about? And a lot came through. So I decided to actually pull a card and then allow the card to be a portal for a specific theme. But again, coming into receptive mode, to go out in nature, to walk, and to just listen to yourself, listen to life, listen to the universe is essential to calm the static brain waves and to receive insight. So the ability to be with ourselves and to have rituals and tools to bring us into receptive mode is really important. Remember, find your way of coming into receptive mode. So let's pull a card. I'm using the Starseed deck. I'm connecting with your Asga team, angel spirit guides, gods and goddesses, and ancestors. What message do you have for you? What is a good topic to talk about? Thank you. It rained today. Personally, I like it when it rains in Spain, because it's rather rare, at least in this region. And then the entire landscape becomes moody and mystical, in my view. And then there's nobody out there walking, usually, apart from me. So I quite enjoy it. Let's see what comes out. Please give us one clear card. Thank you so much. Okay. Ooh. Heavy. Inner Earth. You will survive this. New solutions and beginnings. The Earth goes through seasons, and we are learning to tune into our own rhythm again. Not one imposed by society, this kind of mechanistic way of doing things, no. There will come a time in your life where you're forced, by some circumstance orchestrated by yourself, to stop and to reassess everything. And it will force you to look back at perhaps your life falling apart and asking yourself, how did it come to this? And that is the point of invitation, to do things differently, to actually tune in from the mind to your body and to be with yourself, to be there for your emotions, whether it's your pain or your fear or your anxiety or your grief, to be there for yourself and to trust that your being has a natural, organic way of doing things, a natural rhythm. So just like the earth has seasons, summer, spring, we're in spring now, no? Spring comes after winter. Winter looks like everything disappears, everything dies off. But it's actually an incubation for spring to come. We go through similar cycles. And this is an invitation for you to tune in to your season, to your cycle, and ask yourself, am I just coming out of winter? Maybe you are in winter, it feels like it's winter. Can you trust that you're not stuck in that season, but it's actually an incubation time for your new beginning, for your spring to bloom from within you, from the ashes of maybe your former life, so to speak, burning down. And in those ashes, trusting that new life can come from that it was actually necessary. You know, we can't operate anymore in this new energy without trust. And you're like, trust in what? Trust in life, trust in a higher intelligence that is pushing all of us, to ascend. Ascend means literally letting go of the old energies, the heavy emotions, releasing that, transmuting that, so you can be in a new state of being, a new frequency. That is the general wave now we spoke about. But in your personal life, like microcosm, there's a macrocosm, the big energies moving us, and there's us in our little microcosm. No, we are a reflection, as within, so without, as above, so below. It's all connected. So your personal life is reflecting what's happening in the macro. So again, this new beginning can only take place if you trust. Well, it can take place if you don't trust as well, but it's going to be more painful. Because when we resist the rebirth, we're going to be stuck in the birth channel, no? You're like, ah. Trust means surrendering in faith, knowing that it's all happening for a reason, even if you can't see it right now. We're not supposed to see everything in the moment, but we're asked to trust the process of death and rebirth within our living lives. No, we don't need to wait until we pass on for so-called death to happen. No, it happens all the time. We are rebirthing all the time. So what is your inner earth calling you to do? You're being asked to tune in and ask yourself, what season are you in right now? Regardless of the season out there. Is spring trying to bloom within you? But are you resisting that out of fear? Is there maybe a fear that of maybe just complete despair? And if so, can you sit with that and hold those emotions without resisting, without struggling against them? Be there for yourself, first and foremost. And trust that not only will you survive this, you're going to thrive out of this. And new beginnings, new solutions will arise if you let go of the struggle. Radical acceptance. Tara Brach, look her up. Radical acceptance. When we accept and appreciate and allow, we are in the flow and we are on the frequency of the Creator. Because the Creator, or Mahadev, is actually orchestrating things for our own evolution. It is just us in our maybe ego mind, we can't see the bigger picture. But if you just know that everything is happening for you, especially when things are not working the way you want them to, when you in those moments accept, appreciate, and allow, then you're in flow. Then you're agreeing with creation, because creation doesn't make mistakes. There are no mistakes. There's only realignment. So this realignment can only take place if you have trust and faith. And maybe really this is the kind of reckoning point, no? Where maybe in the past you've never been had this kind of relationship with the divine, with a higher power. I for sure hadn't until I reached my point of despair. You don't necessarily need to be religious. You can, free choice, no? But it's about trusting that there's more than your fear, than the struggle to survive. There's more. And again, this breakdown, what if it's a breakthrough? Maybe what is being broken down is everything that no longer serves you. The limiting thought patterns, the emotions also that you've been repressing or suppressing, they need to be felt and held by yourself, your own self-compassion. They need to be witnessed like a kind of crying baby. Imagine each one of those emotions, the anger, the grief, crying out to you for help, for witnessing, for soothing. So can you be there for yourself and accept? And even the pits of despair, appreciate and say, I know this is happening for a reason. Even though I can't see it yet, I know it's happening for me. And allow. And if you can even say thank you, wow, that is a state of grace, no? Even when you're completely broken down, if you can still believe in miracles then and reach out to a higher power and trust, have faith and appreciate, you'll be fine. Either way, you'll be fine. But we have a choice in how difficult we make things. I, for sure, was very stubborn and took the difficult route. And I made it very, very, very difficult for myself. Which in hindsight, it helps me because I can talk about it now to you. But it was very painful in the moment. Absolutely excruciatingly painful. So I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that painful. If you can be with yourself instead of escaping, instead of looking for the next dopamine hit or the next escape, can you be here with yourself right now and connect to your inner earth? Trust the season, this phase of your life, and know that you won't only survive this, but you will thrive in time. Just like spring follows winter and just like summer follows spring, everything has its season. So know you're not stuck in this forever, but that you do have a certain choice in how difficult you make it. Difficult by resisting or making it easier by accepting and allowing and appreciating. Let me know if this resonates. And I'm in the mood. I have this other deck here which has some nice messages also. So let's see what comes out, connecting with your Asga team. One message for toi, you. Thank you so much. I'm feeling mellow, guys. I'm feeling mellow. It's good. And as you know, I'm an artist, so I thought, hey, I should pull out my artwork and use my artwork to illustrate the stories more. So I will. Something to look forward to. Because we want to keep it spicy here. Because I don't want to get bored, just like you don't want to get bored. It's about reinventing ourselves, guys. You know, we are the ultimate I am, and whatever you put after I am, you are. So you can become many things. We are constantly becoming, and you can choose who you want to be. We're not stuck in one personality set necessarily. We're invited to be more fluid these days rather than rigid and crystallized. Yeah? More like bamboo rather than stone. Okay, angels, come on. Vamos. What message do you have? One more time. Let's see. Okay. Oops, I'm stepping on my driftwood. Okay. Kind of goes nice with the other card, no? Other message. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. I can talk about this for a long time. But you know, light, consciousness, love is all one thing. And we usually have a rather narrow definition of love, no? We kind of equate that with maybe romantic love, but even in romantic love, I mean, that's a whole umbrella theme. But love is the opposite of fear. Love is the opposite of fear. Fear only exists when there's no love. So can you accept, just like we spoke here now, there's an inner earth inside of you. Can you accept that really this higher intelligence loves you? That you actually, the core frequency is love. You are made out of love. And you are invited in this incarnation to embody the frequency of love. Because love is a frequency also. We live in a very scientific universe, no? It's all frequencies. So we have denser frequencies, shame, guilt, and then a little bit higher is anger. You know, look at the frequency scale of emotions and you will see it's like science. And then you got the good stuff up there, love, joy, bliss, truth. So love and light and truth, it's very high frequency. So can you accept that for one, you are made out of love, really? That there's this light inside of you that's maybe a bit obfuscated by limiting beliefs, but the light is there within you. And that you're made out of love, and that the universe loves you and is guiding you at every step of the way. If you accept that, and if you trust that, really, you can build this relationship with the universe, with the higher intelligence, and make a deal. Say, okay, you teach me, show me the way, show me how to love, show me how to be love, and the universe, trust me, will respond. Bring you the right people at the right time to raise your consciousness, to show you a new perspective, to open your horizons, to show you a new way of being, to inspire you. Yeah, teachers come in many forms. Again, don't limit yourself. It could be a person, it could be an animal, it could be a gazillion ways of, universe has a gazillion ways of teaching us if we are willing and open. And that's, again, it comes back to our free will. Can you be receptive? Can you open yourself willingly, voluntarily? The universe will rush in. The universe is eager to teach us and to help us raise our consciousness, not only for your good, but for good of everyone, because it's happening. It's happening. So if you make this kind of deal with the universe and say, okay, I'm here to learn, teach me, the universe will always guide you back, because we will stray. This is not about going like on a straight line. Things are not as linear as we think or as we want them to be, you know? Things are a bit more in a spiral, 360, with you at the center. And on this spiral, you might stray, take a detour, and that's okay. Because on that detour, you will learn through experience what serves you, what doesn't serve you. And if you process that experience becomes your wisdom, your specific pearls of wisdom. So everything serves you, even straying off the path. It's okay. Because then when you stray and you're like, uh-oh, I'm out of alignment, out of love, out of my truth, out of integrity, if you ask again and trust, you will be guided back. 100%. It's a fact. So isn't that beautiful? That you don't have to do everything on your own. There's a myriad helpers also, invisible. There's a whole spirit team. Again, you can reach out. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, whoever you feel a connection with, or whatever belief system you're open to, do it. Even if you're like scientific and say, okay, I don't believe in angels or anything, just have an experiment for 1 week. Tell the universe, okay, show me. Give me some signs. I'm going to take a step. Now you take a step towards me. Do it. The universe is co-creating, wants to collaborate with you. Yeah? So no excuses. Try it out. It's a good question to ask now, what is love? How can I be more loving? Primarily to yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, not in a narcissistic way, but really have love for yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself straight, looking yourself straight in the eye and saying, I love you, without flinching, without cringing. It's the foundation for everything else. Because from that love, that fountain, you can share, you can overflow. And that fountain is filled constantly when you're connected to Source and when you know that you are the embodiment of the divine. We are all embodying the divine, and we are here to reveal that embodiment, that light, that love. As I said, it's all inside of you, maybe a bit smudgy, needs to be cleaned, but the light is there. And it's your opportunity in this lifetime to bring it out, to share it for all of us. Because we're all specific keynotes, remember? You have a specific frequential makeup. So the light that you shine has a specific color, specific aura, and it's unique. I had a technical glitch here. I think it's my computer and the universe probably saying, okay, Magic Mel, that's enough for one episode. So let's leave it at that. Remember, you're the embodiment of the divine. Nothing is random. Everything is working for you. And what might look like a breakdown is maybe your breakthrough. Okay? New beginning is dawning. The new beginning is here. It's all working for you. So let's leave it at that for this late night episode. Stay tuned, guys. And be with yourself. Look within. Stop escaping. Be there for yourself. That's my wish for you tonight and always. Sat Naam, and see you in the next episode. Ciao, bandidos.